Hi guys, Joy here. Welcome to my channel. I'm also an intuitive healer. Sorry, I was in my head. Welcome to my channel here. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. What do I need to focus on right now? So we're asking Spirit in our team, our guides, our guardian angels, what is it that we need to focus on right now? And pile 1 is going to be this raw amethyst. And the Work Your Light deck. And then pile 2 is going to be the blue calcite crystal and the spellcasting deck. And I will see you in your pile. Hi pile 1, so this reading is for you if you've chosen the raw amethyst crystal and the Work Your Light deck. So we're asking Spirit what I need to focus on right now, pile 1. So what does pile 1 need to focus on right now? What does pile 1 need to focus on right now? What does pile 1 need to focus on right now? Align your life. It says, what is not aligned or need to change? So pile 1, you're being asked to look at yourself right now. You're asked to look at your life. Okay, maybe even get out a pen and a paper and write down somewhat of an inventory. And take a real good look at your career. Is it where you need to be? Are you excited when you wake up in the morning and get ready for work? Are you excited and happy and in love to be in your relationship? Pile 1, you're really just being asked to take a good, hard look at your life. And everything in it. Everything. The way you eat, the way you sleep, watch TV, spend your alone time or your quiet time, if you have any, working out or not working out, right? Reading or not reading, eating healthy or eating junk food, staying in a toxic relationship, allowing toxic people in your life still, staying at a toxic job. Pile 1, you're really just being asked to look at what is going on in your life here. Okay? What is something in your life that is not full of joy and excitement and happiness? Right? What is something that you can change? And if it's something that you can't change right away, you're really just being asked to take a good look at it and be open or be willing to be willing. Are you willing to even be willing to change that item, that job, that boyfriend, girlfriend, life, city? Are you allowing your family to treat you like crap still, pile 1? No. No, pile 1, you deserve the best. You deserve to wake up in the morning and be excited about your day. You're being asked to just take a good hard look at what could possibly change and get better in your life, pile 1. Answer the call. Answer the call. It says, what is your soul calling you to do? Your soul is calling you to be in alignment. So you've been doing that 9-to-5 job and it's mundane and it's not something that you've been wanting to do. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you wanted to do before all the influences in your life got in the way? Did you want to be in the Olympics, or an artist, or a gymnast? Or did you want to ride horses in shows like me, right? That would have been amazing for me. We're being asked to tap into that creative energy, pile one, and really take a look at what can you do? What's on your heart? What's on your heart to do? What does your heart want you to do? And it might not be the easiest thing either. It might be kind of scary because you've been told to do that, right? Oh, well, if you drop out of school, then you can't go to college and you can't get a good job. Well, I don't believe that, because people have been making a living doing cards and readings for well over 30 some years, and there's no reason that you couldn't do that too, right? Pile one, you're getting Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Pile one, where are you being called to journey to? So some of you, pile one, maybe not all of you, are being called to travel. You're being called to travel or step out of your comfort zone here and really get into the work of what your heart wants to do. What does your intuition want you to do? Maybe some of you live near water and you're being called to the mountains. Some of you live in cities and you're being called to the country. Some of you have grown up in the country and you're being called to the city. Your guides want you to be open, pile one, to making that change, whatever that change might be for you. Whatever that change is, pile one. Are you open to it? Because it seems like you really, I'm getting a lot of follow your heart, follow your intuition, get out of your head. And one thing that I can give you that I've learned here on my journey recently is a command, right? And you can say, I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. And then take some deep breaths and start writing down the things that come out. You can ask specific questions and free write, because free writing is actually, that's a tool that I learned in college to do my any kind of research papers, thesis papers I've had to turn in. Free writing is a really good tool to use to get stuff off your mind, your heart, out of your body, onto paper, so you can get rid of it. I don't know who need to hear that, pile one, but some of you need to get the shit out of your body, put it on a piece of paper, and then safely burn it, like in a metal pail or a grill. You know, be safe about it, please. Don't just catch things on fire, please. Okay. Just be careful. But yeah, that is the best way to just get rid of stuff. And it gets it out. Honestly, it's gone for good. It's gone for good. You don't have to bring it up. And when you bring it up, if it comes up, because usually the things that I've had to deal with in my past come up so that I can help other people. But when it comes up to help other people, it usually doesn't hurt. It's just not, it's just a memory. It doesn't carry any weight. Pile one. So get that stuff out of your body and on paper. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this. You can do it like an inventory. You can do like column 1, whatever it is, column 2, you know, what it affects. You know, if you need help, reach out. Please do. Please do. And I'm going to pull some Osho tarot cards here. Any messages for my pile ones? What do my pile ones need to focus on right now? Pile one, what do you need to focus on right now? Awareness. Awareness. That is the Chariot. It's the Chariot card. Awareness, though. I'm going to take it as it is on the card, because right now, pile one, you're being asked to really be aware of the things that you're carrying around in your body. You're being asked to not carry these emotions around and just really get those feelings and emotions out of your body. Be aware of the emotions that are carrying around, that are coming up, pile one, throughout your day. Okay, let me put this in words here. Okay, so pile one, you need to, when an emotion or a situation comes up where it triggers emotions in you, what you're being asked to do, pile one, is to separate yourself from it. Try not to react, just try to separate yourself from the emotion. Look at it from a different point of view, an outside point of view. Like, pull yourself back in and then look at the situation before reacting. And it's not an easy thing to do. Of course, sorry, at first it's a lot of reaction when you get into situations with emotions, right? It's a lot of reaction. So pile one, you really need to be aware of how you're reacting to your emotions throughout the day. Okay? Your guides are asking you to be aware of your emotions throughout the day, how you've been taking care of them. What have you just been blindly reacting? Do you have the choice to, you can choose to react however you want. That's what your guides are trying to say. So pile one, you're being asked to be aware of the feelings that are coming in and try to look at things from a point of view of nothingness, right? You're trying to look at it from a different point of view. This is like the Hierophant in this deck. Okay, so nothingness. And really just get into that space of emptiness where you're not reacting, a non-reactive place. So be aware of your reactions. Don't react. Pull yourself back in. Try to go to a place of nothingness. Yeah, pile one, so this is coming through too. You're actually doing, pile ones, your guides are saying you've done really well, but they want you to be, for some of you who have been doing this for a while, they want to be very specific. I don't know who this is for, pile one, but they want you to be super specific with the actual emotion that you're feeling. Okay? And if you're like me, I've had a lot of abuse and gaslighting, and so I had to, I went to rehab. In rehab, we had those, a page of basically faces and emotions, and I had to go through this, when I was writing, I had to write a journal. So some of you, pile one, are being asked to write a journal and write down 3 feeling words. It's very basic. But this is something that I did in rehab, so this is very helpful, okay? It helps you get in touch with your feelings. It helps you get in touch with who you are, because most of us have shut off our feelings. When you shut off one emotion like anger or hurt, you shut them all off, okay? Sorry, that doesn't work. Sorry, give me 1 second to clear my throat chakra. Sorry about that, just had a choking fit. Just about had to go get my coffee, sorry. So anyways, pile one, I'm going to move on to Osho Tarot. Oh, we already did. I'm going to shuffle some more cards for you. Hold on. What does pile one need to focus on? What does pile one need to focus on? A couple more messages here, please. What does pile 1 need to work on? Focus on? I like it when they fly out. Ooh, this one wants to come out though. Creativity. Ooh, creativity. That is the Empress card in this deck. Pile 1, some of you are my healers, some of you are my artists. You are my people that don't do normal 9-to-5 jobs. And if you do, you may just be out of alignment. Okay, so maybe that's something that you're being called to do, pile 1, is to be into a creative line of work that's creative, is what I'm trying to say. Where you can use your creativity, where you can use your potential, pile 1. You have a lot of potential to be creative. You are, what is that word? An entrepreneur. You're my entrepreneurs. You're not the type of people to follow the crowd. Some of you, pile 1. And others of you have been following the crowd, and you need to get more into the creative side of your work where you can use your potential, your God-given potential. Okay, because that's not really something that we're taught. We're taught to just do this, do that, lawyer, doctor, nurse, whatever. You know, customer service. I mean, some people are doing customer service with degrees that they paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, which is pretty pathetic. All right, sorry if you're one of those people, but maybe you need to just bring a little bit more creativity to your job as well. Pile 1, that is also something that's being brought up for some of you, is to bring the creativity to your job. Maybe that's where you want to be, but maybe you're not doing exactly what you want to do with that job. Maybe you can expand your job just a little bit. Maybe you can work that 9-to-5, but you can also be creative and use your creative juices that God gave you, right? Yeah. Pile 1, be creative. Be the rebel too. So pile 1, you might be a rebel. You might have been a rebel when you were growing up, but you ended up settling for whatever job you ended up with because you were a dropout and you didn't think you could do much more, pile 1. Some of you, I want you to know that that's bullshit. I want you to know that that's the enemy trying to hold you back, because I don't care if you're a dropout. There's 100,000 things you can do in this world, and you can go back to school if you want to. You can go fill out your FAFSA. I can help with that too. Any final messages for pile 1? Any final messages for pile 1? Boundaries. Set boundaries, pile 1. Don't let people just run all over you. Have boundaries. Stick up for yourself. Try to do it in the most kindest way and go from there. Start nice, and if you have to take it up a level, take it up a notch, take it up a notch, do it. I'm not doing all those cards. Support group. Okay, so not a lot of you had a support group. Okay, pile 1, I understand, because most people do not have a support group. But you definitely have someone that you can have for support. Okay, there's also support groups out there on in Facebook. Okay, so some of you, pile 1, are being asked to reach out to a support group, find a support group, somebody or a group that resonates with you, people in there that have been through the same types of things. Maybe it's an abuse support group, maybe it's a grief support group, or like a narcissist abuse support group. But there's definitely help for you guys. You're not alone. There's support groups all over Facebook. Okay, if one doesn't fit you, I'm sure there'll be another one that will. If you can't find one, make one. Because now is the time, and you are being called to step up into your role, pile 1. All this is to help you step up into your role, right? To do your soul mission. And finally, pile 1, why are you so serious? Why so serious? Stop it. Your guides want you to have fun. Okay? So while you're doing all of this, enjoy as much as possible, okay? Enjoy as much as possible. And I love you, Pile 1. I appreciate you, and I thank you so much, Pile 1. And I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're asking, what do I need to focus on? So what does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? Let's get into it, Pile 2. Oh, here, before I do that real fast, I just want to use a little Palo Santo and clear the energy a little bit. We're just clearing out from the past reading is all. I have my fan on because, yeah, I'm in the desert still. Here we go. And we're just going to clear the energy. I'm going to bring in the high vibrational energy again. Thank you. Thank you. I love Palo Santo. It's so amazing. Okay. So what does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? What does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? What does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? Spirit, what does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? What does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? Freedom. Freedom. Pile 2, freedom. Let me see. I see she's in a cage, and she has her light in her hand, and she has a dragonfly inside with her, and then out here we have a dove and bubbles like a sun. It's just so bright, right? So some of you, I feel like you've been feeling like, Pile 2, I feel like you've felt like you're in prison. You've been feeling like you're in prison. Pile 2, you've been hermiting. You've been staying to yourself. Maybe you're out of a job. Maybe you quit your job. Maybe you lost your job. Okay? And I feel like you've been going through a lot of struggles. Pile 2. And maybe this isn't for everyone, but I feel like very strong feeling like you've been in prison, or you are in prison, or a feeling like you don't have the ability to do what you want to do. I feel like maybe you don't have the money to do what you want to do. Right? I feel like maybe you've been feeling stuck, Pile 2. Like you haven't been able to go anywhere. You haven't been able to do what you want. Maybe you feel shut down. Maybe you feel like, maybe you feel like you're missing out. You feel like you're missing out. And Spirit wants you to know that this is a temporary position for you. This is a temporary position for you, Pile 2. I know that it's easy to get into the feeling like this is happening to you, but Pile 2, this has happened for you. I know it doesn't look like it yet, okay, because you're in it, Pile 2. However, this period of time was given to you so that you could gather your senses together, heal, change, grow, learn about yourself, Do shadow work, right? Shadow work being dealing with your emotions, dealing with your feelings, dealing with your what they call shortcomings, the things that some people can be viewed, it could be viewed as bad or good traits or characteristics. Maybe there's traits or characteristics that you carry that don't serve you any longer. Okay? And pile 2, I feel like Spirit has given you this time, or you have literally given yourself this time for yourself to heal. Step back away from society. Take a step back from how things used to be. Take a step back from how you used to be. Take a step back from what you used to consider okay and tolerable. Take a step back from what no longer serves you, pile 2. What no longer serves you. Attitudes, reactions, attachments. That's just junk. It's junk. It heavies your burden, is what wanted to come out. It weighs you down. It fills your plate with bullshit. So then you have a full plate and you don't even use what's on your plate. Okay? The stuff that's on your plate that you no longer use, you need to just dump it off into the trash can. I don't know who needs to hear this, pile 2. The bad attitude, the ego, that is something that can be scraped off into the trash can. It's no longer necessary. Your plate has been full of things other people put there, societies put there, systems have put there, and they're burdens that you no longer need, pile 2. You're being asked to dump off the stuff off of your plate, off of your load, off of your shoulders that no longer serves you. That stuff is your burden. You are not the burden, but your baggage is. So all that excess crap on your plate that you don't want to eat, dump it in the trash can. You don't have to be a people pleaser anymore. You don't have to people don't have to like you. We're not here to be liked. I don't know who needs to hear that, pile 2. You're not here to be popular, even though it might come in time. For some. But the truth is, pile 2, you've been carrying around a bunch of crap that is no longer serving you. And your guides want you to have freedom. Freedom from the burdens. Freedom from other people's opinions. Okay? You're not a horrible person. Okay? The things that have happened to you maybe have been horrible, but that doesn't make you a horrible person, pile 2. I don't know who needs to hear that. Those thoughts, that is your fucking cage, pile 2. Those are your limiting beliefs keeping you in this fucking cage here. Sorry if you don't use the F word. I throw it around like water. Because it doesn't carry anything. I say fuck a lot. And I'm sorry if it offends you. Please don't be offended by it. It's just a word. I'm telling you, pile 2. All of those excess thoughts, overthinking, I'm nobody, I'm nothing, I'm not needed, I don't need to say anything, I need to just shut up, I need to just roll over and let people do whatever they want so that they're happy. No. Your happiness is a priority. Your joy is a priority. Pile 2. You have new beginnings coming in. Okay? Once you can get rid of these limiting beliefs, overthinking, crap that's been thrown on you that doesn't belong to you, get that shit off of your plate, pile 2. Let the new beginnings come in. As long as you're holding on to this cage, this can't come in. This cage is blocking your new beginnings, pile 2. I was getting that very strong. Pile 2. That thinking no longer serves you. You don't need it in your life anymore, okay? New beginnings are coming in. A new life is going to start for you. But you've got to be willing to let go of the old ways of thinking. Don't hold on to thoughts of downing yourself. You're perfect the way you are. Right now. There has never been anything wrong with you, Pile 2. That's all bullshit that other people told you about you that didn't know you. Okay? They don't know you like your guides know you. They don't know you like your future self, your higher self knows you. Pile 2. All that shit that everyone's ever told you about you isn't fucking real. It's based on opinions that don't matter to you. Their opinion doesn't pay your rent, does it? No. You need to hear this, Pile 2, and I'm here to tell it to you. You have new beginnings coming in because your guides love you. You are worth it. You're worth every second of it. Every second of it. The world is a better place with you in it, Pile 2. We can't do this without you. We need you. The light needs you, Pile 2. Clean the wreckage of your past. Let go of who you used to be because it no longer serves you. That person doesn't exist. Okay? That person doesn't exist anymore. Willpower. Your guides want you to know that you have the power. Willpower comes from God. Willpower comes from Source, Prime Creator, God, whoever you choose to call it. God, Goddess, whatever. Okay? It's the Spirit. You are a strong individual, Pile 2. You didn't come into this world, Pile 2, to be put down and let people drag you down and keep you under oppression. Pile 2, you came into this world to change it. You're not here to just settle, Pile 2. You came here to change things. Why do you think you've had so much trouble? The enemy knows who you are. The enemy's known who you are your entire life and had the ability to attack you since birth. I don't know who need to hear that, Pile 2, but we have been under attack since birth because of our light. Because of our willpower. Because of our creativity. Because we have the ability to change things. And the powers that be do not want us to change things. They want us to stay the same. Right? I'm going to pull some Osho tarot cards here for you. Pile 2. Let's see. What else? What does Pile 2 need to focus on right now? What does Pile 2 need to focus on right now, please? What does Pile 2 need to focus on? Let me fix them, sorry. What does Pile 2 need to focus on? Postponement. See? You've been postponing change. You have been putting your life off, Pile 2. You've been putting your life off, Pile 2. But it's time to let those limiting beliefs go. It's time to let the light in. It is time to, hang on one second. Postponement, that is card 4. 4 of Clouds. Hold on. 4 of Clouds is the 4 of Swords. Four of Swords. Yeah, meditation, rest, and retreat. So some of you in Pile 1 haven't been. Maybe you haven't gone through where you feel like you're in prison yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Oh my goodness, that flu. That came out. Yeah, exhaustion too. Exhaustion. Which is the 9 of Fire, which is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, you know? Pessimism. giving up, gearing up for the worst, right? That's how our mindset has been, hasn't it? That's not our mindset anymore. Sorry, that's my clock. It's 12. Pile 2, we need to let these overthinking go. We need to just trust. Trust is coming up for me. Trust. Sorry. That is the morality card. And the morality card is the Queen of Swords. Right? The Queen of Swords energy is like intelligent, cold, though, cuts through BS, but cold, right? So the guides are asking you to try to take the emotions out. I don't know who needs to hear this. Might be just be a specific message for somebody. But pile 2, one or some of you need to get out of your mind more and into your heart. So there is a command you can use. I'm not sure if I used it in this reading. It might have been the last reading. If I repeat it, sorry. It is, I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. I command my spirit to go from my mind to my heart now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. The end of it. Take a couple deep breaths, and what I do is I close my eyes and I really just start focusing on my heart center. Really start focusing on my heart center, and see what messages are coming through. Get a pen and paper out. Write down the messages that come through from your heart, because that guidance that comes through is going to come through from your higher self, your future self, the guides, your team, guardian angels, God, you know, whatever you call it. Okay? Whatever your intention is, because intentions are everything, right? Because I don't know who you needed to hear that, pile 2. But let me get some final messages here for you, pile 2. And, yeah. Let's get some final messages for pile 2 here. I'm going to use my intuitive index cards here for final messages. Let's see what comes through. Any final messages? What does pile 2 need to focus on? What does pile 2 need to focus on? Dare yourself. Dare yourself to put in that application. Dare yourself to fill out that application, pile 2. I don't know who needs to hear that, but somebody needs to fill out that application. Your thinking is holding you back. Your negative thoughts, your overthinking is holding you back. You have so much more you could be doing, pile 2. Don't let your thinking hold you back. Let go of old ways of thinking and let new ways of thinking in, okay? Because it's time for a change, your guides say. It's time for a change. No more thinking inside the box. No more thinking inside the cage from now on. Let the limiting beliefs go, pile 2. Because your guides you are ready. Okay, some of you that have been already hermiting and going through this, you're ready. It's time. It's time to step up. But those of you in pile 2 that are coming up to this point, I want you to just understand that it doesn't happen to you, it will happen for you. You, your higher self, your future self, your guides, your team have given you time to heal. Use that time wisely, not to overthink, but just to build new things, be creative. You're being asked to be creative and get out of your mind. Get into your heart. Pile 2, I love you, and your team wants you to know that no matter what happens, you are loved beyond measure, and they never leave your side. Your guides are always here talking to you, and they have messages for you constantly. Alright, Pile 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like and subscribe. Take care, you guys. Bye.